Hi, today initially we'll talk about what is Page Navigator, and then later on, once we understand that concept and create a Page Navigator, then we'll go back to creating a report page. So if you go to Insert and look at the buttons and the shape, those are all drop down, so you can click on one of those things. For example, you have the buttons up there and the shapes and image. You can insert whatever you want. If you're familiar with Power BI desktop, then you already know this. So in buttons drop down, go to Navigator and click on Page Navigator, because we want to create a Page Navigator. Because as we are building more pages, it makes sense for us to have a Page Navigator. So once we have that Page Navigator, that page, I created a new page, and in that page I again went back to Page Navigator, and here we have those three pages. Absolutely, it looks good. Now what we can do is we will try to initially rename that the currently created page as Page Navigator, so that it will be easy for us to understand, and we'll move this page to the beginning. So that is, if you right click on it, you have those options when you go to move to left, right, front or end. In this case we want to move that to the front, so that way it is the first page which is appearing, and the second is bar chart and map and line chart and so on. So let us go back to the Page Navigator and let us try to kind of do the look and feel thing. So as you can see, if you click on those things, if you press on control and click, you can go to the pages. So if you click on press control and click, then you go to map and line chart. So far so good. That is the functionality built in default. So I think it should be good. So next step is, for example, if you are in a bar chart page, you want to create a back button, so that if you are in any kind of page, it makes sense for you to go back to the Page Navigator, right? So we will just go to buttons and click on select back button, so that back button is appearing here. And once you take the back button and then you press control and click, this will take you to the previous page. Say the page will be the Page Navigator page in our case. So similarly, you can go to the next page, or maybe copy this. We don't have to do that, so copy that and again go to the next page, which is map and line chart. Then we can go and paste this onto the map and line chart. So that way we have those back button in the map and line chart too. So let us do that. Once we copy from the previous page and paste it, so that that will appear on the current page, that is the map and line chart page. So this is perfect, absolutely no worries. Then once we have that aligned, and we'll try to resize everything and so that the page looks good. And for now, let us move forward. We don't have to worry much. So that let me make all those adjustments. Once we make that and press on control and click, it is taking to your previous page, as we have already seen. So that is the basic functionality. So now as we build pages, so we want to have this button on each and every page, and whenever we press control and click, we want that to go back to the Page Navigator, because Page Navigator has all the pages, right? So all we have to do is do that, go to the action and select the destination as Page Navigator, so that whenever you are in this page and you want to go back to the Page Navigator, press control and click, you're there. So similarly, we'll try to make the changes for the bar chart, the button in the bar chart page too. So that way, whenever you click, rather in this map and line chart, whenever you click, it goes back to the Page Navigator. I think so far so good. I think it's a good idea. I feel like when we are working on so many things, it's a good idea to have Page Navigator, because there are, as you continue to build report pages, you can navigate between pages. So I mean, the look and feel, it's up to you. You can make all the changes in the Page Navigator, how the color, background, and all those things are options are available. When you go back and click on anything on the right side, format, you have all those options appearing. So you can play around, and based on your needs, you can make the changes. For now, what we can do is, since we were already on the Page Navigator, we don't want to show that page. So because it doesn't make sense, right? So it's appropriately now you are in Page Navigator. Those two pages which you have built, bar chart, map, and line chart, those are the two visible now for now. So as we build more pages, those page names will automatically appear into this Page Navigator page. That is basic functionality. Like I said, you can make the changes to the shape and rotation, style. If you click on hover or whatever, you can make all the changes, play around. You can make changes to the background and stuff. Now let us create a text so that in Power BI desktop, you need to press Control and click. That is how you can navigate between pages. So for somebody who is looking at the report, if they are not aware of it, it's a good idea for us to have the title as so that it will be helpful tip for the people who are trying to navigate your report. Let us try to clean that up, have a background and center it so that that is there appropriately. Let us for now let us try to move forward once we have the divider in the title. I mean, this is all, like I said, you can make changes whatever fashion you want. It's pretty easy, intuitive. It's easy for you to make all those changes. Again, let us go back to the let us try to create a new page. I've created a new page. I have added the title to the page name, Max Sightings by Year. And I've used a table visual and also a funnel visual, and I've copied decade bin and the card visual from the previous page so that we'll save some time here. So the reason why we want to do is we want to get introduced to a function called as max. It's an iterator function. So let us create a new measure and we'll name the measure as max sightings by year. Max sightings by year. And we can use the like I said, max iterator function. So what it does is it will evaluate an expression for each row of a table. So that there are two arguments, two and plus arguments. The main are table and expression are mandatory. So we'll use values. We'll try to create a virtual table. We'll grab the year column from calendar table because we want to see by year. And also we want to calculate the total sightings. So that way in a year, what are the total sightings? Because various days in a year, the sightings are being observed. So we want to get the feel of what are the total number of sightings in a year. We could have used the total sightings too here, but I thought I'll use a max so that we'll get introduced briefly to that function. So once we are done with that, we can just go ahead and grab that max into the table visual and also into the funnel visual, so that when we slice those things by using the slicer up above the decade thing, every year we'll know what are the things, right? For example, in 1990s, you have those things looking good, I think, the visual. So next thing is we have to make the changes so that there is some color in our visual. So that we'll go to color and click on FX and use our newly created max sightings measure as a gradient value, and you add a middle color so that we have some kind of color up here. So it is sorted by highest to lowest. You can sort the same in the table visual also. So that way we have an understanding about max function, and we can make all the changes to the visual up here, the funnel visual. So we can click on some other decade, 80s and 2010s and 1970s as such. So I think this is a good start for us. Slowly we'll try to increase the DAX complexity so that we'll get used to writing DAX code frequently. So for now, I think this should be a good start for us. We have talked about Page Navigator, and also we have created a visual. Once we have that, I think, like I said, we could have used total sightings also, but I thought we'll talk about max function here. So that's it for this video, and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.